All right, here we are in Coulee Conference JV action. The Westby Norsemen at home against the Viroqua Blackhawks. I am Tom Laurie, your host, here on behalf of the Western Wisconsin Video Productions. My first JV match this year. Already done a varsity, had a double duel right in this house last week. And so did Viroqua for that one. So uptown rivals right in between the Lutefisk Highway. So refs checking out the subs. It's going to take me a little while to get all these players down. I haven't called one of these games here, so. That is number 2, Reese Hooks that served. Puts the ball over. Brought across by Westby on the free hit. And the spike attempt by Miria. Sure how to. Miria Russell. Not familiar with that name. Not catch who served that. Nice block there by Russell. It's number 8. I misread that number. Viroqua number is hard to read. Looks to me like the roster from what Viroqua has, that's gonna go out of bounds. I apologize. Looks like the roster and some of these numbers are mixed up based on who I know on that team. That is number 22. The libero, and that number doesn't, is that Livy Nelson? Looks like these rosters, according to my program, are a little messed up. I do apologize. Got some conversation going on here between the subs and the ref. The junior varsity for Westby is coached by Leah Thureen. Haley Ostrom is the Viroqua JV coach. Westby serve is going to be out of bounds, side out Viroqua, giving us a score of 3 favoring 2 of Westby. So as I suspected, none of the numbers for Viroqua coincide with the roster, so I will call out the people that I know. There's plenty on this team I don't know, but believe this is Lauren Kowalczyk with serve. And she's going to go ahead and get the 4th point in this first set for Viroqua. Viroqua up 4-2. And I am just getting kind of settled in here. Kowalczyk with the serve, gets just barely over the net. Handled well by Westby. Westby ends up 3-hitting that and not going to be able to get it over the net. Going to come back to Viroqua, and Kowalczyk's going to stay on her serving run. With the serve, she's going to serve into the net. It's going to be side out Westby. Wong with the serve, I believe. Spiked over. Westby brings it back on one hit. And that is Schneider spiking that ball across. Schneider is able to handle that well. She comes up and spikes that ball to the back line, much to the chagrin of number 15, Aspen Fleming. Probably was out of bounds. Tough to judge. So got to go ahead and hit those when you have a chance. This is number 5, Olivia Willis with the serve. Olivia has a nice serve. Number 1 for Westby spikes. That is Caitlin Benish. And that ball just barely gets over the net. Willis sets. I believe that's Reese Hooks. Nice. Nicely handled there by Viroqua. And a nice volley for this point going on right at the moment. Put over, free hit by Viroqua. Neither team wanting to surrender on this one. Bumped up, handled. Willis bumps back to Schneider. Schneider free hits it across. And Westby spikes that ball. Back across. Long volley here. And that is number 7, according to the roster, Bailey Clark, trying to get the ball over, hits the net on a long volley, side out to Westby. Caitlin Benish with the serve. Benish serves. Free hit over by Viroqua. I believe that's Olivia Slack is the libero. And some poor communication on the part of Viroqua. Gives Westby their 5th point. They're down by 2, 5-7 in favor of Viroqua. And they're going to call Westby into the net on that. Going to be side out Viroqua. Sam Schneider's going to be on to serve. Schneider, a junior. Slack with the bump. Willis with the bump. Spiked over by Viroqua. And that one's going to be inbounds, going to be side out back to Westby. Tight one here in this first set, 6-8. Westby serving Viroqua. Number 5 comes in, Kelsey Nedlin. Schneider bumps. And they're going to call a carry on Viroqua. Cecilia Lyons ends up serving it into the net. Olivia Slack with the serve. Slack serves long, going to be out of bounds, going to put the ball back to Westby. Westby only down by 1 at this point, 8 serving 9. Schneider with the long bump to the backcourt ends up not being able to be handled by Westby. Side out back to Viroqua. This is going to be Reese Hooks with the serve. 10 serving 8. Hooks sets. And again, that is, I know that's not Lauren Kowalczyk. That's the way it's listed on the roster. Kowalczyk comes in, and I'm just not sure who that is. I'm sorry. Slack puts it across. And nice block by someone who's not, number doesn't coincide with the roster from Viroqua. Nice block, not being able to be dug out by Westby. Side out to Viroqua. Nice serve, and gets bumped out of bounds. Trying to dig that one out. I'm gonna say that's Livy Nelson. I don't know, that's not who that is. Emma Kerner, possibly. Another nice serve by Viroqua. And Slack can't dig that one out. Side out back to Westby. 10 serving 12. Westby hanging there right around a 1 or 2 point deficit this whole game. And she's going to serve that one into the net, unfortunately. Side out back to Viroqua. This is Kowalczyk with the serve. And Kowalczyk's going to hit her own player. So side out back to Westby. 11 serving 13. That is Wong with the serve. Free hit over by Viroqua. Set up nice by Westby. Schneider hits that nice spike over the top. Westby digs it out nice. Pushed over by Viroqua. And that's going to be out of bounds. Spike attempt was long on that. So 14-11 as Willis comes back in to serve for Viroqua. Nice serve by Willis. Free hit over by Westby. And they're going to call a carry violation on Willis there. It's either a 2-hit violation or a carry, one of the two. Looked like the signal was a carry. Caitlin Benish with the serve for Westby. Still 12 serving 14. Nice serve. Dug out by Slack. And a nice cross court spike. I think that was Schneider. Schneider is going to serve. That's going to be a long spike out of bounds. Well, actually, Viroqua maintains serve, 16-12. Westby handles it, gets it free hit back over. Willis bumps it up, spiked by Viroqua, kept back in by Bedish, and then was not handled by Westby, and Viroqua is on a run right now. 17 serving 12 on the service of Sam Schneider. Nice serve. Tapped over by Westby. And Westby can't get to it. So it's going to be 18-12. Viroqua having their way on a nice run of momentum here. Timeout Westby. We're going to move on to a couple sponsors here. Want to thank Nordic Lanes, of course, right here in Westby, Scott and Sue Sordahl. And Effinger Sales and Service. Mark Effinger servicing what he sells. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Sam Schneider on a long run of points here, serving for Viroqua. Westby off the timeout. And they're going to hit that one long. That's number 10, Ava Cruiser. Schneider with another serve, 20-12, the score. And she kind of short arms that one and goes into the net, side out back to Westby. This is going to be Lyons with the serve. Lyons with a nice serve. Bump by Slack. Brought back. She's going to be long on that one. It's going to be out of bounds. Westby going on a points run of their own within 5, 15-20. Willis handles that nice. And somehow Viroqua got that ball back over. Slack bumps. Hit, handled by Willis, but couldn't get any air underneath it, and that one falls to the floor. Westby on a scoring run, 16 serving 20. Slack bumps, hits it over, and Westby gathers themselves nicely. Gets the ball over. Putting pressure back on Viroqua here now. Goes out of bounds. That's going to be side out back to Viroqua. 21-16 your score. It's going to be Olivia Slack in to serve. Dug out nice there by, I believe it's Kerner. And I'm going to say 4 hits. 22 serving 16. Nice spike there by Viroqua. Willis sets. And Viroqua hits that one into the net, unfortunately. Gonna bring up the serve of Stensling. Stensling, nice serve, dug out by Schneider. And Westby's gonna dig it out nice, but ends up going out of bounds. It'll be 23-17. This is, I believe, Reese Books with the serve. Books with a nice serve. Kowalczyk puts it over. Viroqua hits the antenna. It's going to be out of bounds. Side out to Westby. Fleming to serve, 18 serving 23. And Kowalczyk with a nasty spike there at the net. Couldn't get handled by Westby. Viroqua within 1 point here of winning this first set. Schneider's going to get all of that one. Actually, they call Westby into the net for the last point. Want to make sure we thank Sealand's Carpet Land and Vernon Electric Cooperative and the VFW of Viroqua and the Westby Co-op Creamery. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. All right, so back we come. We want to make sure to mention a few more of these fine sponsors make this presentation of Western Wisconsin Video Productions presentation of Viroqua Volleyball and Viroqua Westby Volleyball possible. And a few of those would be the Vostig Funeral Home, the American Family Insurance, Miranda Wright Agency, and Carmen Fortune, New Directions Real Estate Expert. Westby serves first. Kowalczyk spikes, handled by Westby. Tapped up by Schneider. And I'm going to go ahead and say that is Roselli. Not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Looks like they flipped numbers on the roster possibly. Hit out of bounds by Westby. So Viroqua out to a quick 2-0 lead on the serve of Hooks. Hooks serves. Schneider puts it up. And Kowalczyk with a nice spike opportunity there. Just gets it inside the sideline. And 3-0 your score early in this second set. Hooks serves. Westby gets it over the net. And that is going to look like it was going out of bounds, but Westby didn't have any choice but to try to hit that ball. It was close enough that they needed to take care of it. So Hooks on a serving run here, 4 serving 0 early in this second set. Bumped up by Willis. Lozelle with a nice hit. Spike set up well by Willis. 5-0 your score. Hook serves. Bumped up by Westby. Nice spin on that. Free hit over. And that is Roselle with a long hit out of bounds. Going to end the run from Viroqua. Side out, back to Westby in the rally scoring system. 1 serving 5. Fleming's serve. Dug out by Slack. Bumped up by Hooks. Tapped over by Willis. And Westby gets underneath it. Gets it across. Free hit over. Schneider bumps. Hooks set it up nice to Willis. And Olivia Willis with a nice hit on that. Going to have a timeout call on Westby's part. Want to thank Mr. Ducks for fun, relaxing tubing, canoeing, and kayaking in Ontario. Excuse me. Miles of Smiles Child Care Center and Hold Up Displays with a lifetime warranty and made in the USA. Go to holdupdisplays.com. We'll take a break. We'll be right back after this timeout. All right. That is Roselle with the serve here for Viroqua. 6 serving 1. Westby off this timeout. Hopefully get things put back together. Slack digs that out. Willis gets it over. And Westby spikes it right off the net from Willis's attempt to bring it across. And Schneider's going to spike that ball center court. Didn't know who would handle it. And couldn't get dug out by Westby. 7 serving 1 your score. Almost blocked by Viroqua. And that is Roselle going to hit that one in the net at mid-court. Unfortunately, it goes right in the center of the net. Side out back to Westby. And I'm going to say Kerner is the libero here. I don't know if that's right. I'll apologize in advance if it's wrong. Schneider didn't put a lot of pepper on that one, and I think Westby expecting a harder spike and ends up falling short. It's going to put Slack with serve, 8 serving 2, Viroqua. That goes to the further backcourt off the bump, out of bounds, 9 serving 2. Slack serve, a good one. Handled well by Westby. Free hit over. Hook sets it up to Roselle. And Willis tries to block that one, but off her hands, inbounds, and hits the floor. Side out back to Westby. 3 serving 9. Slack digs it out. Hooks puts it up. Willis taps it over. And nice response there by Viroqua. Maintaining the pressure on Westby. And Schneider with a hard spike. And Westby just couldn't dig that one out. Goes out of bounds. 10 serving 3. Olivia Willis to serve. Benish with the spike, ends up getting blocked back by a host of Viroqua players. And I don't know, there's a number 4 for Viroqua. There's no number 4 on the roster. So. Bumped over by Wong. Set up by Willis. Schneider spikes the ball across the court, handled by Westby. It's going to be pushed out by Wong. going to give Viroqua 12, serving 3. Willis with the serve. Serves deep into the backcourt. Tough to handle. Westby can't get it over. And that's going to give Viroqua their 13th point. Schneider sets it up. Willis sets it. Nice bump by Viroqua, digs that spike out. And Westby can't quite handle it. And Viroqua on a big scoring run. And somehow Viroqua Slack dug that ball out. It was a nice dig, and sent back over by Viroqua, but Westby spikes that ball down off the net to get side out, and this is going to be Benish with the serve. And she's going to end up serving that one into the net, unfortunately. Side out, Viroqua, 15, serving 4. Schneider with the serve, brings it across. They set it up nicely to number 10, Ava Cruiser. Can't quite handle that one, ends up going into the net. And that's going to be 16, serving 4. Schneider with the serve. And that was number 6, Stensley, with a really nice spike, gets over the top of the ball, hits it across the court in front of the Viroqua players, and wasn't much they could do. Ends up being side out back to Westby. This is Lyons with the serve. She's going to serve that one long, going to be out of bounds. So Viroqua ends up getting the side out and the point. This is Bailey Clark with the serve. And a nice set by Wong to Nedlund, and Nedlund makes quick work out of that one. Spikes that one right down center court at about 100 miles an hour. 6 serving 17. Schneider bumps it up, and Slack bumps. Willis sets to Kowalczyk. Kowalczyk pounds that ball over into midcourt and can't get dug out by Westby. Is going to be side out to Reese Hooks, 18 serving 6. Hooks gets it in bounds, bumped up by Westby, spiked over by Wong. That is Roselle. Hooks serve. We're going to call that one just out of bounds. It was tight, folks. It was right there. Side out Westby, 7 serving 19. And Slack doing all she can to get out of the way of that ball. Trying to judge it if it was out of bounds. Didn't know if she should jump in and hit that one, but wisely avoids the ball, and it goes out of bounds. Side out to Viroqua, 20 serving 7. So a nice serve by Roselle gives Viroqua a score of 21, serving 7 in this second set. Viroqua up 1-0. Schneider with a nice placement of that spike puts it right in the center of the court where there wasn't any coverage, and 22-7 your score. Viroqua kind of running away with this one at the moment. Off Roselle's serve. And a nice spike by Benish in the center court. Viroqua having to just almost watch that one. It had a lot of spice on it. Want to make sure we thank the Sleepy Hollow Auto Group and the River Bank of Westby and Coon Valley and the Premier Co-op for their sponsorship of Western Wisconsin video productions of Viroqua Volleyball, Viroqua Westby Volleyball. Kerner serves into the net, ends up side out back to Viroqua. This is Olivia Slacks, 23, serving 9. Nice block, nice spike by Westby. It's going to be Clark with a nice hit over, and Schneider tries to jump in there and tap that ball over, but can't quite get there in time. It's going to be side out back to Westby. Wong with the serve. Bumped up by Roselle. Schneider spikes it across the court. She digs that one out, and that is hooks. Slack bumps it up, and nice spike by Schneider, blocked by Westby. Free hit over by Viroqua, and Clark's gonna end up hitting that one out of bounds. Wong gets the point off her serve, 10, serving 24. Want to make sure we put Sealand's Carpet Land in there, Eagle Title Company, the Bank of Ontario, and Coon Valley Telecommunications. Has some discussion here, and I believe subs. Not sure what was going on. Wong serves, free hit over by Schneider. Bump set, spike by Westby. Hook sets, spike by Clark. Set up by Westby. And they're going to call that one out. That's going to be the end of set 2, folks. Oh, I'm sorry. So there was a discrepancy in the points, I guess. So they're going to call Clark in the net, and that's going to give Westby the ball back. Benish with the serve, 12, serving 24. Slack can't dig that one out, and Westby on a little bit of a scoring run here. 13, serving 24. Benish's serve is good. Set by Willis. Blocked by Clark there from Westby. Willis sets to Clark. Dug out nice by Westby. Set up, spiked back across. Slack, bumps. Schneider spikes it over. Blocked well by the team of Stensling and Lyons. So Westby creeping to within 10, 14-24. Benish on a long serving run here. And Westby keeps it alive, gets the ball across. Slack puts it up, bumped up by Willis. Schneider spikes the ball over and drops it right where it needed to be. And there's your second set. In completion, Viroqua 25, Westby 14. Want to make sure we thank the Chaseburg Farmers Union Co-op and Miles of Smiles Child Care Center, Vernon County Electric Cooperative, and one more sponsor here. We want to make sure we thank the Cashton Farm Supply. All right, we'll take a little break. 2-0 in favor of Viroqua in this JV contest. All right, so back we come. We want to make sure we thank the Barge Chiropractic Clinic, Dr. Chris Neely, supporting your body's healing powder, along with the Bank of Cashton, Scott Wall, Friends Supporting Friends. And to summarize here, Westby has struggled in JV. I don't have the scores of each set. First one was a little tighter. Second one, Viroqua won by, I believe, 10, almost, I think 25-14, something like that. Westby tried to come back in the back half of that. Third set starts with Reese Hooks. I believe we'll play up to 15 points. And Kowalczyk hits that ball a little far, out of bounds. And that's going to be point to Westby's side out to Westby. And Fleming with the serve. Kowalczyk had all of that one. Nice block by Kelsey Nedlin of Westby. Viroqua being made up mostly of sophomores. A couple freshmen on that team and one junior. Westby mostly sophomores and 3 juniors on their team. And that is Hooks trying to dig that ball out in front of the libero, Olivia Slack. Fleming with the hit, the serve, I mean. Kowalczyk free hits it over. Westby looking more motivated early in this third set. 4-0. Westby jumps out to an early lead. Blocked by Kowalczyk, and Not sure who that is. Bumped up by Slack, hit over by is Simonson, I believe. And I am sorry, it's Leah Slack. My bad. First time being able to watch this JV squad this year, so a new host of players. So I do apologize. Viroqua fighting back in this one, there's 3 serving 4 at the moment. They're going to serve that one long, going to be out of bounds. Nice judgment on the part of Westby to move away from that one. Slack bumps. Simonson spikes to the far back corner. Nice block by Kowalczyk. And not sure that one was blocked or if it just went in the net. Viroqua gets service back, side out to them. And that is going to be Kowalczyk with the serve. Nice serve right to the back line. Hard to judge that. As Hooks bumped up by Kowalczyk, free hit over by Simonson. Hooks puts it right straight over on the second hit. Hooks sets it to Simonson. Simonson puts it over. And Benish is going to end up putting that one right into the net. All tied up here at 5. Kowalczyk, 5, serving 5. Up into the rafters. Westby handles it nicely, gets it over. Clark gets underneath it, and Kowalczyk somehow gets that ball across onto the sideline. And Clark puts it right in front of Fleming, and she just can't dig it out. 6 serving 5. Kowalczyk serves to the sidelines, dug out nicely. That is Benish. And a tough chain of events there. Got set up into the rafters, kind of threw the timing of the whole thing off, and ends up coming back down. Westby ends up hitting it into the net. 7 serving 5. Kowalczyk with the serve. Dug out by Fleming. Another nice dig by Viroqua. And as Clark Kowalczyk bumped it up, went off to the far right, far sideline there, and went out of bounds. Viroqua just couldn't get back underneath it. This is Wong, Alex Wong with the serve. Free hit over by Simonson. or no, by Hooks, I'm sorry. And that is Benish with a nice spike on the far sideline, just inbounds to tie the game up. Alex Wong with another serve. And just gets over the net. And nice hustle by Viroqua, but just can't quite get there. Down by a point, 8 serving 7. Slack bumps, Reese sets it to Clark. Clark spikes it over. And Westby so some tough net play on both sides. Ends up giving Westby a 2-point lead, 9 serving 7. Hooks gives it to Simonson. She free hits it over. And that one's going to be a long hit out of bounds. Side out back to Viroqua. And this is going to be Willis to serve. They end up calling it in. The officials didn't quite see it, but Haley Ostrom says it was in. I do believe it was in. So good, honest call there by Viroqua. Benish with the serve, 10 serving 8. Leah Slack bumps it, and that is Hooks. Can't get on top of that, can't get underneath it, I should say, and ends up hitting it into the net. That one goes out of bounds. Unfortunately, I don't have that young lady's number on the roster. Leah Slack does a nice job of digging it out. That is Simonson that bumps it across out of bounds. And Westby getting close to winning this third set, 13 serving 8 on a long run of points from Benish. Benish ends up serving it into the net. And that is 9 serving 13 off Simonson's serve. And that is going to be Lyons with the long hit there at the net. Gets Viroqua to within 3. Simonson to serve. She hits a nice long deep serve and makes them think about it, but they do hit it back over. Clark gets the ball over to Westby, and Westby can't push the ball back in. Hits it into the net. 11-13 your score. Simonson to serve. And Slack didn't know what to do on that, does hit it, gets free hit over by Viroqua, by Hooks. And that is Ava Cruiser, ends up awkwardly getting that set to her, and she ends up hitting it into the net. Simonson on a long run of points here, 12 serving 13. That's gonna actually be an ace on Simonson's part. It'll be 13 all with the upcoming serve. Simonson gonna do a nice job of getting underneath that, bumping it up, but goes out of bounds, side out back to Westby. Lions to serve, 14 serving 13. She gets it over, Slack, bumps it up, free hit over. Westby gets underneath, Viroqua gets underneath it, and they're gonna end up giving up this last, I'm sorry. Okay, they are gonna play till 25. I thought they only played to 15 on the third one. But at any rate, we're playing at 25. I think we have the time. So Cruiser ends up hitting that one, serving it into the net. 14 serving 15. This is Slack with the serve. Westby gets underneath it. Stensling with the nice spike. Paddled nicely by Simonson. And Willis bumps it over on the free hit. And that one, Stensling's gonna hit long. Slack. And Slack's serve, it's going to give Viroqua 16 to 15 in this third set. And nice dig by Westby. I believe that's Kerner, I'm not sure, again. But no matter, ends up going back to Viroqua, 17 to 15 your score. Blocked by Viroqua, out of bounds on their side. Going to be side out Westby in a tight third set, 15 to 17. On the serve from Stensling. Going to be a free hit across by Willis to the way in the back. Cruiser with the nice spike. Free hit over by Viroqua. That's going to be out of bounds. Oh, geez. Apologize for my camera work there. I had it on the server, Westby, didn't bring it back. Hooks to serve, 18 serving 16 of Viroqua. Leah Slack bumps. Blocked by Westby. Westby kind of surprised that came back. So was I. Leah serves it up nice to number 6 of Viroqua. And goes ahead by 3, 19 to 16, your score. Hooks serves. And Westby gets side out, 17 serving 19 in this rapid third set. No one calling timeout yet. Leah Slack digs that one out. Simonson free hits it across. Up to Benish. Benish spikes it off the fingertips of number 4 of Viroqua and number 3, Lauren Kowalczyk. Fleming to serve. Leah Slack bumps it, sets up by Hooks. Kowalczyk spikes. And gonna, nice awareness on the part of Simonson to get her hand on it. And Slack, I think, just not quite ready for it. All tied up at 19 on the serve. by Fleming. Nice spike by Westby. Westby coming to life a little bit here late in this game. 21-19 on the long service run of Aspen Fleming. And not sure exactly what the call was there. 22-19 your score. Free hit over by Simonson. Free hit back over by Nedlund. Viroqua spikes, nice spike out of bounds towards cross court. Qualichek with a hard spike ends up getting point number 20 for Viroqua. Side out. I'm uncertain who the server is. Viroqua serves. Bump set spike. And that's going to be a long hit out of bounds, giving Viroqua point 21. 21 serving 22. So set 3 intensifying here. Want to make sure we thank the American Family Insurance, the Miranda Wright Agency. And I'm back to running the camera on my own, and it shows. Sorry, folks. Trying to get serve action to show up here on the camera. It's going to be a long hit there by Nedlund. Kelsey Nedlund ties, well, actually 23 serving 22. So it's been a kind of a battle of scoring runs in this third set. Westby definitely showing up and fighting hard here to get this third one won. Qualichek sets it up, and that's going to be Simonson with the spike. Goes back to Benish. Dug out nice by Hooks. Nedlund spikes it. Block attempt by Qualichek goes off her fingertips and out of bounds. And that's going to be side out back to Westby. Dug out by Leah Slack. Simonson hits it over. Block attempt by Alex Wong goes off her fingertips. Gives Viroqua point 24. Side out. Qualichek to serve. Qualichek serves long, so it's good to get Westby within a point. Now actually all tied up, 24 all. And this is Wong with the serve. And Wong's gonna serve that one long, out of bounds. And that is Olivia Willis in to serve for Viroqua. Willis serves, bump, set, spike. Well, I'm sorry, free hit over. And Clark had to push that ball back over. Willis gets underneath it, set up by Clark. Simonson just free hits it over, and Westby spikes it. Handled well by Leah Slack. Free hit over in the way into the backcourt by Viroqua. And so it's going to be all tied up at 25 with Benish getting the opportunity to serve for Westby. And what a battle here, folks, in the third set, 26-25. Ella Simonson comes in to serve for Viroqua. And Willis watches that. She serves it up to Hooks, and it was a nice hit all the way to the back corner for the final point, 27-25. Is your final score. Viroqua wins 3-0. We're going to take a break and let you enjoy the rest of this warm-up of Viroqua Westby Volleyball.